Hey, speaking of children and communication, when I think about being the parents of 4, how that, if you're gonna do it well, forces you well, hopefully you wanna do it on your own without being forced, but you need to be really, really great communicators to parent children.
Right.
Think about your job, and sometimes you don't like it when I compare, do you, work and family? You say I'm being too businesslike?
Well, sometimes, yeah, when you told me that time that I needed to make an appointment with you.
Well, what I told you was when you would say, "We need to talk," which I welcome those words, by the way. A lot of men
Run
have
from
told
them.
me men have told me,
Yeah,
they run from those words, "We need to talk." I welcome those words, but all I was telling you is it needs to be the right time. So, "Hey,
right.
Jim, we need to talk." Well, right now may not be a good time to talk, but I
Correct.
promise you what I said to you, give me a time, you know.
Well, that's not how I took it, but I
Yeah,
I
yeah,
took it like, "I need to make an appointment
that's
with
what
my
you said.
husband,
That's
come
what you
on."
said. You said, "I need to make an appointment with my husband." But all I was saying is, "Hey, we need to talk." "Okay, what about tomorrow at 7?
Okay.
What about anyway, but you think about some things that we do at work, and we have meetings, we have huddles, we have weekly, monthly, biweekly, daily meetings. I think there's a lot you can learn from that you can implement at your home, especially when it comes to parenting.
I agree.
So what we learned as parents, we needed to be great communicators to effectively parent kids. You know when I first learned this?
No, tell me.
I was out working in the garage and the twins, the oldest, came out and said, "Hey Dad, can we go down the road and play at Bobby's house?"
Mhm.
"Sure you can." So they went down the road. A few minutes later, you came out. Where are the twins? They went down the road to Bobby's house. Hey, they asked me if they could go, and I told them no.
Exactly, I told him no.
And then I was like, "Oh, I see what they're doing."
Mhm.
They just came and asked me the same
They just
question.
played us, didn't they?
So that told me you and I need to be really, really great communicators. And so we developed a whole style and pattern. Um, let's say if we were about to discipline a child.
Mhm.
See, this is going to sound like work, right? We would meet, the two of us, before we met with the child.
Because we needed to know what we were gonna do and present that united front is what we needed to do.
And oftentimes in that meeting,
Mhm.
we talk about being intentional, right? I would say, "Hey, Teresa, here's what I'm going to say. And then after I say this, here's what I want you to say." And it's like a very intentional, scripted approach. Now, it didn't always stay on script. Sometimes it went off script.
That's
But
right.
but the point I'm making is you got to, especially when it comes to parenting, you want to be great communicators.
Right.
All right. So we've shared a lot, we hope, that are helpful, practical, very useful tools that you can take and apply and make your relationship better. So why don't we summarize this episode, Teresa? What would you share in summary?
So here are 3 things I want you to take away from what we've talked about today. Number 1, listening is more important than talking. People want to be heard, not hurried. Okay? All right. Number 2,
Okay.
I'll let you do that one.
Tone and body language speak louder than words. Let me just mull that over. Tone and body language speak louder than words. What people want is emotional safety, not just clarity.
Right.
So that makes sense to me. I'm not sure I understood this until now, to tell you the
Really?
truth. Yeah, yeah. So people want emotional safety, not just clarity. I guess I tend to kind of default, this is an emotionally safe space. So let me just focus on the clarity part.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. All right.
Mhm.
Number 3.
And number 3, real communication require, which we said earlier, vulnerability and courage.
Okay, I didn't think about that. What people want is to be known and accepted, flaws and all.
Mhm.
So,
That is so important. Accept it, flaws and all. That's
wow,
mhm.
wow. So real communication requires vulnerability and courage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's and again, speaking to the man for just a second, that's what I see lacking with a lot of men. And I guess I've never thought about it in terms of courage, but yeah, that's just what it amounts to.
It
Having the relationship courage to speak the truth using all the tools that we've taught you, the right tone, the right time, the right turf, listening to understand, not to reply.
Mhm.
But yeah, real communication requires vulnerability and courage.
Yeah.
So that's our show. Before we go, we started by talking about the great communicator in Jesus. So if you never said yes to Jesus, or if you need to start again, let this be your moment. Don't try to make this marriage work by yourself. Marriage works best with the divine designer at the center.
Mhm.
We hope you've learned something that sparks an idea or starts a conversation. Please share this episode with a friend, subscribe to our podcast, and leave a review, and follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at Marriage with Jim and Teresa to join the conversation. Thanks so much for spending time with us today. Let's continue to change the way the world does marriage together. See you next week.